It's 5 minutes after 9 on a Saturday morning, and if you've been watching the Olympics, just so many wonderful stories. You're probably itching to do your own road race. Well, guess what? Next weekend, you're going to have a chance. The Dole 3 miler is coming to Fryeburg, and with us is the race director, John Crow. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Marty. Thank you for having us.
Pleasure as always.
Yeah.
So coming up next Saturday, the Dole 3 miler, very, very interesting story behind this, sort of a local connection to a major milestone in running.
Right. So this dates back to 1954 when Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile.
Mm-hmm.
And a Fryeburg native, he was born in Fryeburg.
Mm-hmm.
His father was a pastor at one of the churches. He lived here, I think, until he was about 6, and then they moved to Bath.
Mm-hmm.
Reverend Dr. George F. Dole.
Yes.
And he was in that race. He had just won a race for Oxford.
Yes.
And so he was invited to be in this race when Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile, which was, a lot of runners know, was a huge milestone. So.
And he's a very educated man too. Harvard, Yale, Oxford, and I think, and he came. I think he came like 25, 26 seconds behind Roger, which was still a great time.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. Not his best time, but it was still a great time.
And well, it's great times. You know, people enjoy doing these races. This is coming up again on the 14th. I think it starts at 8 o'clock.
8 a.m. Yep.
And can people still register?
You can register online,
Mm-hmm.
dole3miler.com. You can register from 5 to 7. You can come to the camp. It's 84 Main Street in Fryeburg.
Uh-huh.
That's on Friday. Also pick up your bib if you've already registered. And then you can register on race day. Because of all the COVID restrictions and such, we're trying to limit that. So we prefer people to register in advance. Plus, it's $25 on race day, $20 if you register. So there's a little incentive to register early as well.
Okay, and the race is being held on the Mountain Division Trail, the main visitor center. A lot of people know that, a very, very popular place. And it also benefits the Fryeburg New Church Assembly. And I see you got some cool things here. So, of course, a lot of people just want to run for the T-shirt, right?
Sure.
So what?
So this year we have, so the race has, the camp, has a tie-dye day. So we thought, we've gone through, this is the 8th annual one. We've gone through the rainbow of colors. So we decided maybe we should do a tie-dye shirt for that. So
nice.
This is the cotton this year, but it's a nice shirt.
Yeah, run to a little bit of Grateful Dead or Fish, that's
sure,
that's kind of cool.
You're all set.
Nice. And also, I see there's, it's not quite a medal, but it's...
so this is...
it is a medal, but it's a wooden medal.
Everyone, if you finish, you get this medal that has the Dole 3 miler burned on one side and official FNCA Sturdley. So back in the day, earlier on in the camp's history, they used to send the teens out into Fryeburg town looking for a Sturdley.
Okay, I'll bite. What's that?
Nobody knows. That was
that's the thing.
It was a joke.
Okay.
So we finally decided to make it a physical, actual thing, and so you get your own official Sturdley.
So if no one knows what a Sturdley is, you just bring it and say it's a Sturdley.
Right.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to. Okay. And what's also interesting about the race we're talking about in 1954 is that George Dole came in 5th.
Right.
And though everybody wants to come in 1st or 2nd or 3rd, the 5th place finish does have a significance in the Dole 3 miler as well.
Yep, so to honor George, we've done a lot of things in this race to honor George, aside from just having the race, of course. We have a picture of him in the race. Well, luckily there are a few good photos that were taken that have George. This is Roger just passing him. I think it's at the quarter mile, but anyway. So this is signed by George, and the 5th place winner gets this plaque. And there's actually a bit of a, people will slow down to be 5th.
And what kind of runner is attracted to this event?
We do get all kinds. People who, real competitive runners, and we get a lot of high schoolers, and we also just get families who just want to come, people who want to walk. There's people who walk, and so a percentage of is from the camp.
Sure.
And so they're just out to have a fun time.
How'd you come up on the 3 mile distance?
So that was a tricky one because the race, the Bannister race was 1 mile, and we figured, you know, I haven't heard of anybody having a 1 mile race, so we just decided to make it 3, and so it's not a 5K.
Yeah.
It's a little less, and you don't get to qualify it if that's what you're trying to have a race
But
for.
it's fun.
So we're just doing it for fun. It's not any.
Nice. And once again, how could the website where people can get some information?
Yep, Dole3miler.com is where all the registration button is, and lots of information, videos of past interviews with George.
Yeah, and there's some nice links to some different stories.
Yes.
You know, from him as well. So it's really an interesting highlight. You know, some to local lore.
Yeah, actually, it's a nice little historical website as well. So we have also some nice prizes from a group called Tracksmith. They're down in Massachusetts. They're growing because now they've given us prizes for first, second, and third. So gift certificates to their clothing line of running gear, and they actually made an outfit. I thought about bringing it, but they made an outfit designed for George. That was a line of, I think, about 6 years ago that they brought it out in honor of him.
You know, he was running into his 80s, right?
Yes.
Yep. So that was neat.
So there's another prize.
Oh.
if you're in your 80s and you're the first in your category, you get a gift certificate for Tracksmith.
Oh, nice.
And that's also in honor of George, because he just, you know, he picked it back up in his 40s because he realized his health was declining, because he was at the, you know, he's a teacher, he was a writer, so he was at a desk a lot, and he realized he was getting out of shape. So he picked running back up and his interest in it, and he ran right up into his 80s.
Well, if you have a division for bald guys, let me know. I might enter the race and
that's
see
a good idea.
Prize. There you go. I'm just saying. You know. Anyway, well, John, thank
that'll
you.
have to be in honor of me. I think.
There you go. Well, I might have to race you for it. Well, John, thank you very much for stopping by.
Yeah,
and
thanks
again,
for having
the
us
Dole
again.
3 miler coming up next Saturday. And if you're out on the Mountain Division Trail, then watch out for Sturdley.
Oh, I do want to mention one last prize, which is very popular. Blue Star Boards, a local business, makes a skateboard, and 12 and under compete heavily for that skateboard.
Nice.
So the fastest under 12 or under gets that skateboard.
Well, good fun. Seems like there's a prize for everyone.
Yeah,
so
we try.
check it out next Saturday. We'll be back after this.
Awesome.